said a very nice money report. God damn, I'm bringing you new motherfucking chicken licking commentary. Today you're watching another old gameplay by Half for a While. This is one of the longest search and destroy matches I've ever been in. This match took about 15 minutes of time just in one competitive match. This is versus the amateur team known as Phoenix. Phoenix was one of the few amateur teams that grinded league play throughout February and played over about, I guarantee they played over about 400 matches, and they managed to get top 8 and got invited to Call of Duty XP. Most people gave them flack because they thought that they dodged or anything, but I mean, if I had the opportunity to beat anybody, to be random teams, to have the opportunity to play for $1 million, you think that would be trying to play the hardest competition out there? I mean, I've told you guys before, this is a competitive game. This is the highest competition at its best. So you're not going to be playing scrubs or just players like you would as in these public matches. These are players who know how to shoot their gun. As you see, this game was recorded from theater, and most of you know I do not have my own Elgato, so I have to have friends help me record these gameplays. But later on in this game, you will see that I start to pick up some really good kills. I think I dropped about 11 kills on them. I'm not too sure, but I don't upload these gameplays to try to bash these teams or nothing. I've told you that before. I mean, most people should kind of feel happy, I guess, or feel thrilled to be. I don't know, but I mean, I think I have like a decent channel with 2K subs, so it's not like I'm trying to bash them on purpose by uploading them on my channel. I mean, I'm also giving them support as I feel as if that they are. I mean, if I play good versus a good competitive team, I put on my channel. It's also giving you some type of like how can I say the word? It's a help as a support, I guess you can say, to help yourself grow. But let's get into the commentary. I want to tell you guys the story about how I got into competitive Call of Duty and what managed for me, like what. Oh, he got fucking destroyed. And what how I started to play Call of Duty and where I began my career at. Now, I've been playing Call of Duty since the middle of MW2, since the kind of the beginning. But I didn't play competitive. All I did was play with friends and play pubs and stuff like that. Like the boring stuff pretty much the stuff that is boring to me now. That's what I used to play until I got introduced to competitive Call of Duty. So now I'm addicted to it. And now pubs and stuff are boring. If you want to know what pubs are the matches where you click on the game and you click online match and you click find a match, and it takes you into a server and it tries to put you in the game. That is considered a public match, which is also known for the short term pub. Now, my aunt used to play video games before I had my PS3, which was in December, I believe, of my I think it was my 10th grade year, either my 10th grade or 11th grade year is when I got my PS3. My aunt had a PS3 before me, and at that time I didn't even know what Call of Duty was. The first Call of Duty I ever played was War.World, and the only reason I played War.World because I heard friends talking about it in English class. And one of the friends was talking about zombies, and I thought it sounded pretty cool, so I bought the game off him for $20. So that's all I played. At that time, like I said, when I bought the game off him, I didn't have my own PS3, so I would go down to my cousin's house, who lived down the street from me, literally about 2 minutes away. I would go down to his house and we would just play zombies. It was so addicting. We literally played every day, and that's all I knew Call of Duty for, was just zombies. Now, for the zombies, my War.World disc only lasted about a month. I accidentally broke it. One day when I was coming from his house, I went to another friend's house and I put the game in my back pocket because I didn't have the actual case for it. I had like the CD cases that you use like for CDs. So I put it in my back pocket and I went to go sit on my friend's couch, and I sat down with the game still in my back pocket. I forgot all about it. I heard a crunch sound and looked at the disc, and it was snapped in half. I actually still have my War.World disc. That's the funny thing. It's snapped in half. But yeah, I started playing War.World, and then in my 11th grade year, I finally got my PS3. So and I've heard about this MW2, so I grabbed the MW2 and I played that, and I was very thrilled. I had a lot of fun playing that. Now, like I said before, my aunt had already had a PS3 before, and surprisingly, she liked Call of Duty. Now, before I played Call of Duty, I used to always play the like 007s, like in other games like that. Like for instance, like 007, SOCOM, and Tom Clancy's. Those were the main shooting games I used to play for. Now, she had MW2, and one day we're talking, and she told me like, cause I always wanted to play with her. So when I got my MW2, I would go down my friend's house, but before I had my own PS3, and I would play down here with him. Now I always wanted to play with her, so like one day I was playing with her, and she was playing with her clan, and at that point I had no idea what a clan was. How I knew they were a clan, because they all had the same clan tag. I asked her, what was that, and then she explained to me that she was that she did clan battles on a website called PS3 Leaderboards. This at the time where Black Ops and MW2 was, I believe, was on the PS3. I'm not too sure for the MLG circuit or whatever. But yeah, that's what she told me she did. She did clan battles, and so I eventually signed up. It was ps3leaderboards.com, and I eventually started to grow myself on that website. I played clan battles. Now this was at the time the first battle I ever did was a team deathmatch. It was a 3v3. It was the first to 30, and my first two members were just friends. And then I eventually picked up my cousin. And then after that, I picked up one of my old teammates of mine. I was on the forums one day, bored searching for free agents. I was just trying to build my clan to be one of the best, because at first we were really bad. So I went on the forums searching, and I was just looking for the free agents in the free agent section. And I found a guy who, and I don't know what I was primarily looking for, but I found a guy named A-Corner5. Now, the reason I picked this kid was because I saw his area's location was in Ohio. So I don't know what made me, like, I had no idea that you need a good internet or anything to play Call of Duty, to be good at competitive Call of Duty. I just saw that he was close to me, so I decided just to pick him up for my team. So I tried him out. We did 1v1 S&D on Terminal. I won, but it wasn't the fact that if he beat me, I just wanted to see if there was potential with him. Like when I did these clan battles, we did nothing more but search and destroy only, mostly 4v4s, and that's how I became good at search and destroy, from playing search and destroy only. And I had a cousin who was really good at search and destroy. He was the best player I ever played with the search and destroy back then. And he showed me basically how to be good at search and destroy, how to clutch, how to put yourself in different scenarios to help you help yourself better at clutching. It was to the point where we took it so serious that I would have my clan practice clutching, where we would do 1v4s literally as a unit, because there were so many of us. I took it really serious, and through that website I met other people that I've teamed with as a Medicaid, as in Deadly Shot, and an A-Corner who's Pronate, who became one of my really good friends. That's how I met him. And then later on, we were like playing clan battles and stuff like that, and we came across a pro team. And at that point, I had no idea they were a pro team. I just told their bio said pro team, and they had all their warnings. I can't even say earnings. My bad. And so we ended up playing them, and we ended up beating them. Now the thing is that I didn't even want to play them just because I was too tired. It was one of the days where I came home from 4 pack. It was an 11 o'clock game, and the day wanted to play us in Dubs match because we had the crown. It's the same thing as GB, how you get a crown for being have a certain winning streak or a certain record, and we had the crown for Dubs, and their sponsor made them, I guess, like made them make us play us. So I agreed to play them, even though I really didn't want to. And we the first map, it was CTF on High Rise. We won, I believe, 2-0, and then it was CTF on Skid Row, and we lost. Then the final map, it was Search and Destroy on Scrapyard, and we won by 1 round. My teammate had clutched it in 1v2. Yeah, he got the luckiest nade roll of his life. The crazy thing is, I have the game recorded, but the quality is so bad. I kid got destroyed. The quality is so bad, or else I would upload it. It was versus Teflon Hearts, and that's pretty much how I got into GB. After beating them, they showed us what GB was. He taught us, like, I pretty much asked him, like, what is pro, and then he basically like explained it to me. And he also told me about this guy named ZDD. ZDD was supposed to be the best Call of Duty 4 player in the world, as a pub star player. And he was on a Spliffers controller, which I had 2 of them that I won from PS3 Leaderboards. This guy ZDD, he's still on the cover of Splitfish. You can Google ZDD Teflon Hearts, or you can even Google the Google Teflon Hertz achievements and all pop up. But they were the first pro team that got me introduced to GB. So that's how I came to GameBattles.com. And when I first did MLG Variant, like I said, all I used to do was search and destroy. So when I first did MLG Variant, I was playing against a completely different playstyle than what I was used to. I never played Domination. I never played CTF. So playing MLG Variant for the first time was pretty hard. And like I said, at first I didn't do too good. I was playing against that was when I noticed I was playing against a greater level of competition than what I was playing at before, because all search and destroy. I mean, the search is primarily all luck or just all opponent or unless you're a really smart search and destroy player, you can outsmart your opponent. But most of the search is luck. So I started playing game battles, started playing MLG Variant. I wasn't really good. Then Black Ops 1 came out, and that's when I started to. I was still playing game battles because that's all it was. Like, I wasn't really doing team scrim. Then I finally got a team. Then I started playing. Then I found out about MLG events. I actually found out from Pronate. He knew about MLG events and I didn't, and I picked him up. So I kind of founded him. I think that's kind of funny. So that's when I started finding out about MLG events. And the first event I watched on TV was actually was Columbus. I didn't watch Dallas because I ain't no idea what it was. I don't know what made him tell me about it, but I think because it was in his city. He told me about Columbus, so we watched it, and ever since then I started watching MLG events, and that's when I got really interested in them and planned on attending one in the future. Now I was actually going to attend an MLG event in Black Ops 1. I was supposed to attend MLG Orlando with Golden X, For Real, and Aqua, but I couldn't take Aqua's Raging at that time, so I left the team, and then I didn't end up going. But there was the team I had before that. It was me, Golden X, Dysfunction, and Medicaid. It was the best team I've ever been on in my Call of Duty history. I guarantee if we would have went to an MLG event, we would have placed top 16 and earned pro status. Even though I think to get pro status, you have to place top 8 once or place top 16 twice. I'm not 100% sure, but that team was one of the best teams I've ever been on, even to this day, and I wouldn't trade that team for nothing. So that's pretty much how I got into Call of Duty. Now here's where I'm at now. Now being in the Call of Duty community for so long, I've managed to see us grow. I mean, basically Call of Duty has changed from the past couple of years. Before there weren't score streaks implemented. You don't know, score streaks are in the bottom right hand corner of my screen. Those are score streaks. Basically, you get those in pub matches. Before in Black Ops 1, there weren't any score streaks. It was just gun on gun competition. That's all that was it. I was smart play by me, stun them and just rush them. But in Black Ops 1, there was just gun on gun, and I was pretty much it. Just your gun versus mine. There basically wasn't too much strategy in the. Now as the score streak has been implemented in Call of Duty, it gives it another level of viewership, and it makes it more exciting for the viewers to watch. While trying to support their favorite Call of Duty teams and stuff like that. Now with esports as growing, I don't foresee esports being as big as a StarCraft or LOL, because that even in I think it is China where LOL is even like practicing school or something like that's huge. Like I don't think Call of Duty will ever reach that level of altitude. But as a whole, I do think Call of Duty will grow some, but I don't think it will be as big as StarCraft or League of Legends for that matter, because that's just on a whole nother level. But I'm a part of this community, and I'll be turning 20 in 2 months, so I don't know how long I'll be in this community for, or playing for that matter. But I'll always have my YouTube channel, and I'll always be looking to help, as I think I've impacted a few players and helping them become successful in their run as a competitive Call of Duty player. I can't really say too much though, and I actually think that this is the round I was telling you about where I get 2 crazy kills back to back to secure us the victory. I'm starting to go off, but like I was saying, I do think that esports will grow as a whole, and my voice is starting to get a little raspy. I've been talking for 14 minutes straight, which is kind of a hard thing to do, but I'm starting to get a little better at this commentaries. But I think for my first event that I'll have fun, that I will have fun, and I'm not basically, I don't know what I'm expecting to see as my first event. I've never played on land before, but I did travel to a land event in Virginia. However, there was nobody that attended that event. but as so it was kind of like a scandal. We were supposed to have played against teams, but nobody showed up besides us. It was kind of sucky, but oh well. I mean, I guess shit happens. Excuse my language. But like, the final thing is, I want to jeopardize. I do think esports will be growing as a whole. So I'm probably going to stick around for quite some time, and I hope you guys will stick around with me. And I guess this wasn't around. I was lying. But I dropped 11 kills versus a very good amateur team. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. And hey, skip fucking daddle.